Hello students, welcome back. Today we are going to learn another writing skill, and that is to write an email. Due to this pandemic situation or otherwise, you are already well versed with this concept. But today we are going to learn how effectively and methodically it has to be written, as nowadays almost 90% of the work is done through net. What is the full form of email? It is electronic mail. Why is it called electronic mail? Because we sent it using electronic signals which are encrypted. Now, though we are sending this mail through electronic means, still we need to be very much well versed in our writing. That means our writing skills should be perfect. So let us start with email writing. What is an email? An email can be formal or informal, depending upon the person to whom it is sent. It is formal if it is meant for some official or a mere acquaintance. Acquaintance means the people whom you know because either you travel together, you work together, so you have got acquainted with each other. You have got known to each other because of frequent traveling in the same train, same bus, same flight, or you go to the same office or your office is the same building where their office is. It is informal if it is meant for a friend or relative. Now what are we doing basically over here? Earlier, we used to receive letters, we used to send letters using postal service. But here we are using electronic source in order to send our emails, that is mails, as well as receive them. Above all, what is there? It is very fast. Within no time, the receiver receives it. So it is convenient as well. Fine. Let us move ahead now. Let us see some advantages of email. First, it is the quickest means of communication. Second, it is the most efficient way to be in contact with others. Third one, messages can be exchanged with people around the world, including friends, family members, colleagues, customers, and even people you meet on internet. Fourth one, it is eco-friendly. And fifth one, it is convenient. An email message can be sent anytime from anywhere. Let us see some disadvantages of email. First one, it can be read by some unwanted person, though not easily. It can be hacked. Sometimes your very important and confidential documents can be hacked. That is, someone else's can get through your password and read anything. Third one, sometimes we receive useless emails. Such emails waste our time. They are called as spams, S-P-A-M-S. Fourth one, antisocial elements may misuse this facility. Antisocial elements means who? Those people, that is hackers. You know, they hack your account, they get into it, they misuse it, they commit a lot of fraud. Fifth one, most of the doubtful email messages spread viruses. They come in the form of files attached with them. As we know, when there are good things, there are also bad things. It is up to us how well and how smartly we make use of all the things that we have. Okay. Let us look at the format. Now this format is basically for you, as you will be writing it in your paper. Otherwise, if you go, those of you who are well versed with writing email, you will find this to be very, very different in real email. Okay, the format of an email from the person, that is the person who is writing in your mail, proper mail, the from comes automatically. You do not have to enter because we are writing, we are sending it, so our email address is automatically written there. Date is mentioned. The way, look at the date which is there. Of course, in your paper you will not be writing in this manner. It is just an example. Sending, that is to whom you are sending to. Again, the email address is written. So if you have seen, there is at the rate, that is the address. That is basically if you miss out on writing the at the rate sign and also the extension, okay, if you can see after gmail.com, com is the extension, that is it is commercial. Malti at rediff.com, again extension, it is commercial. So if you find there most, that is all the emails, you will find an extension, and in each extension has some meaning. Then you have CC, that is carbon copy, that is if you want to send this mail to someone else along with the person to whom you have addressed to, you can put the email address over there. Subject, heartiest congratulations. Now if you have observed, when we learn to write letters, then too we were very much keen on mentioning the subject. What is the purpose behind writing the subject? So before the person, as soon as a person receives this mail, the person can just see the name of the person who has sent and the subject. So if the subject is something which needs attention, the person will definitely open the mail fast. Otherwise the person will just ignore the mail. So the subject attracts the attention of the reader. So the subject has to be very, very carefully written and appropriate to what you are mentioning in the letter. Now the how we have started, hello Malti, accept my heartiest congratulations, and the remaining letter or the draft is mentioned, and at the end the person who is writing this email, the signature of that person is also mentioned there. So this is the way the format of the email has to be kept in mind, and accordingly it has to be written at point of view of your exam. We come to the last slide, in which we are going to see the do's and don'ts. As you know, in every writing skills we need to follow certain do's and don'ts, which might, if we do not follow them, it might hamper our writing as well as we will get less marks. So let us see the do's first. Use a simple, short and coherent sentences. Coherent means which is understood, they are clear. Avoid passive voice. Emails being fast means of communication, they have fewer words and are less complex than the formal letters. Second one, use paragraphs to keep the email clear and easy to understand. So these are the do's that you are supposed to follow. What are the don'ts? Let us see the don'ts. Don't use italics. The reason may be misunderstood due to cultural difference, and also the font that you use may not be compatible to the device that they are using. So it is better to use the default font that you have. Okay, so you know that there are fonts which are default: Arial, Times New Roman, Caliber. These are some of the default fonts. So try to use those fonts so that wherever, whosoever you're sending and what device they are using, that font is quite readable. Next one, don't use exclamation mark. This doesn't sound professional. Okay. Next one, don't use abbreviations like cause and uni. We are in a habit of using lots of short forms as we use WhatsApp, but we are not supposed to do so while writing an email. Cause is for because, uni is for university, as the recipient may not understand them. There are many people who do not make use of short forms, so it's better to write complete words. Next one, don't use acronyms like BTW for the same reason. What is this BTW? By the way, do not use, because people may not understand what you are trying to say. Last but not the least, don't use smileys. There are many people who are in a habit of using smileys. Why shouldn't you use smileys? Because they may be misunderstood and come across as unprofessional. Okay, so better not use smileys. This was email writing. I hope after going through this video, after listening to this video, you will be able to write a beautiful and coherent email. Till we meet in the next video, bye bye, take care.